I went to the gun range today, and which it was so crowded with people because it's supposed to be Gun Appreciation Day, and it is. Everyone was there. Everyone's doing their part. Everyone's going to the range. People are going to the state capitals, and it's great. That's what we got to do. We got to stick together. I went to the range today to shoot the new SIG P228. I had some problems. Now, all the SIG Sauers I ever owned in my whole gun entire life, I never seen a SIG Sauer have a problem. Never. I've had the 229. I've had a black 226. I had a stainless 226. I had quite a few SIG Sauers and shot them very often. Never seen one jam. This is the first time. Now, here's what was going on. This is a good video for you new gun owners, okay? Usually when a gun acts up on me, I just don't deal with it. I get rid of it right away. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, I'll trade it in, and I'll get something else. I'm not going to overreact this time because I know this is a heavily used military weapon. It's very, very reliable. So this is what it was doing, and there's a couple things that I could show you why it's doing it. I never thought a SIG Sauer would need any kind of break-in period, but when you say break-in period, it's not really the fit on the gun, of the rails and the friction of the metal. One of the most important things that has to break in on a pistol is the recoil spring. Very, very important. So what I'm thinking, because it's stovepiping, it was stovepiping, and it would not lock back on the last round like this. Would not lock back on the last round. So it won't lock back on the last round, and it was stovepiping. Stovepiping means when it gets caught, like it gets caught up here like this, in between, and you see it sticking out. Looks like a stovepipe. Well, the reason why it does that is because whatever ammunition you're using, it's either there's not enough powder in the brass, it's not giving it enough charge, enough of a blast for the slide to go all the way back as far as it can go. Now, I don't think it's an ammunition problem. I think it's a break-in problem, because I've been using Remington UMC forever, and that's the only ammunition I never have a problem with any of my firearms with. When I use Winchester white box, I frequently have problems, and I didn't really use anything else, so I can't tell you. But when I go back to Remington UMC, I never really have a problem. So I shot a whole box of Remington UMC, and it wasn't an intermitting problem. Every single time the last round went through, the whole 50 rounds, 50 times, the slide did not lock back. Okay? As soon as I switched to this ammo, this Federal Premium HST hollow points ammunition, which is a lot hotter than Remington UMC target ammo, it ran perfect. Okay? So, what's that telling me? Is that good? No, that's not good. It's telling me this gun needs hot ammo right now to be reliable. That doesn't make me feel good. But in defense to this gun, what I'm going to do is, I think, personally, the recoil spring needs to be softened up. So the only way that's going to happen is you have to shoot the gun. So I'm going to put another 200 rounds through it. That's what I'm going to do. And we're going to see if it gets better. If it gets better and better as we shoot it, and then it comes to the point where it's flawless with regular target ammo, that's pretty much probably what it was. The recoil spring's really new. It's really stiff. So when the recoil spring is soft, it don't need as much energy to blow the slide back. Doesn't need, you know, it'll just go back. You ever hear the saying, the more you shoot the gun, the better it gets? Well, that's why. Your fit's loosening up, your recoil spring is loosening up, it's getting softer, and the gun becomes more reliable. But I am still shocked and stunned that a SIG Sauer is giving me problems off the bat. And this ain't out of the box, because I took it out of the box and I cleaned it, lubricated it, and brought it to the gun range. So I can't use that as an excuse. This is ready to shoot when I brought it. So that's what's going on. No, it's not the magazine. If it was the magazine, it would have did the same thing with this ammo. Another guy was up there that reloads, and we put his reloads through it, and it cycled fine, but it would not lock back on an empty mag. So he probably reloads medium or a little too light. So the bottom line is, right now, the answer for this gun is it needs hot ammo to run reliable. So that tells me one of the issues could be the recoil spring needs to soften up. For you new guys, this is the recoil spring. Okay? This spring here. And these SIG Sauer recoil springs, they're heavy duty. They're triple braided. They're very, very stiff. So if this is going to get squeezed like 300 times, it's going to weaken the spring. That's what you want it to do. That's breaking in the spring. Once this spring gets soft, I should be able to shoot any kind of ammo through it. Now, if I do that, if I go through a few hundred more rounds, like say 200 or 300 more rounds, and it's still doing it with regular target ammo, I'm going to have a problem with this gun keeping it. I don't want to have to buy hot ammo, because first of all, it's very expensive, okay? And I just can't afford it. If I have a pistol that can't run regular Remington UMC target ammo or Winchester white box, I'm really not interested in keeping it. Does it mean the gun's bad? No. There's a lot of guns out there that need hot ammo or they won't run right. There's a lot of weird guns like that. Cars are notorious for that. You know what I mean? But my car is very, very broke in, so it shoots anything. So I'm not going to... Usually when something like this happens, I trade it in right away and say, nah, I don't care if it needs to be broken in. I don't care. You know, it's a military gun, should be ready to go out of the box. But I'm going to give this one a chance, because I just had too many great experiences with SIG Sauer. And you know what? I'm not cleaning it. I only put 50 rounds through it. I might give it a quick wipe down. That's all. You shouldn't have, this gun should not have to be squeaky clean to run reliable. I put SIG on the same shelf as Glock when it comes to reliability. And this is the first time I ever had a problem with a SIG Sauer. And I only had a problem with a Glock one time. You know, when I had that Gen 4. And that's it. So I'm just going to take it apart and just wipe it all down, oil it, put it back together. I'm not going to scrub it and clean it, because I know that's not what the problem is. And these SIGs should run dirty, you know. Like I said, military issued firearm. And that's what's going on. That's the update. So it's a good learning experience for you new guys when stuff like this happens. I'm going to go back up tomorrow. I'm going to bring a box of, I don't have any more Remington UMC. I do have Lawman. Thank you, Mr. 23 Cowboys. God bless that guy. Lawman runs pretty hot. If you want ammunition that's loaded kind of hot and it's not too expensive, Lawman's a good way to go. That gives you that gives the gun the slide a good punch back. They're loaded pretty hot. I do have boxes of Lawman, but I don't want to use that. I want to use regular medium grade ammo like Winchester white box, Remington UMC, and I'm just going to keep shooting it. And I'm going to see if it starts getting better and better and better. I know it just needs, the recoil spring needs to be broken in and softened up. That's what I'm coming up with. Alright guys, take it easy, enjoy your firearms, shoot safe, make responsible videos, and go Flyers. See ya.